So I've been trying to plan a little vacation. I think I mentioned on the show before we were going to take my mom to Paris for her 70th, but nobody can go anywhere.
Right. Well, they won't let us come over there.
Would you?
No, I would not.
So we've been trying to come up with something to do for her, and we don't live in the same city, and you can't get on planes these days. So we figured the best thing we could do is like rent a cabin somewhere, like an Airbnb. There's fewer people, not a lot of interaction, but we stumble across the whole cabins aren't generally in places that are friendly to black people.
Yes, that makes sense. So what's the solution?
So we're doing it anyway. So our thing is like we go to Airbnb and just pick a region and just scroll through the reviews and just look at pictures of the people who reviewed the shit.
All white people.
Yeah, I need at least three verified people of color and not like white Latinos.
Right. Yeah, definitely don't want to go to the Adirondacks. Probably not. Actually, no, you know what? I went to the Adirondack. Is it Adirondacks or Dax? I never can remember. Um, and the town that we went to was actually very diverse. I was like blown away. I was like, oh my God, it's not just white people here. So maybe go there.
Where exactly are the Adirondacks? Is it upstate New
No,
York?
yeah, upstate New York. It's Lake George is where we went.
See, like a lot of those upstate New York towns, those are people who like used to live in towns that made glass and prisons and shit, and it just got priced a little bit further out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still find blacks and Latinos up there. They never look happy, but they're there.
They looked happy when I was there. I mean, I was there over Memorial Day weekend, so everybody was. I was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, but yeah. I mean, maybe check that out. I don't know. It's you know a place that maybe you could go. It's far though for your mom.
Yeah, you know what though? Beggars can't be choosers.
That's right, and you're not going to Paris,
Uh,
so let that go. Hey guys, welcome back to the show, to Eat the Press. We have a great show for you today. We have a special guest, my friend Nore Davis. Uh,
Hey,
hey Nore,
how you doing, Amanda? What's up, Jay?
I'm good. Nore is a comedian and he has an album out right now, live from Comedy Trap House. So he's here to talk about that a little bit. But Nore and I go way back, like what, 15 years?
Probably, yeah. When we started, probably 14, something like that. The Village Lantern barking out there.
Oh
The
God, you were
dreaded,
hosting our show.
the
Me
dreaded
inclusive.
Colin Kane days.
No comment.
Oh man,
Yeah. So welcome to the show, Nore. We're gonna
thank you for having me. Yeah, this is fire. What we chopping it up about?
Jason.
the usual stuff. Real. We keep it light around here. So for the last little bit over a week now, Portland, Oregon has been occupied by what are basically the Gestapo,
Mm-hmm.
secret
Yeah,
police.
Yes.
Trump has mobilized a group of federal forces across different branches under the Department of Homeland Security, and they're just pulling people off the fucking street.
Yes,
yeah,
they don't have
man.
identification. They just have a badge that says police, so we don't know who they are. They're putting people in marked unwhite, white unmarked vans.
Oh yeah, no, them white people are definitely marked.
Oh yeah, they're definitely marked.
They're marked with army gear. All of them. Everybody's like all geared up to the T over there. And I've been watching from afar. Like I'll see it on my timeline, and I'll read the caption, and I'll just keep scrolling. Like, wow, okay, well, keep fighting that fight, the hipster white people out there. Keep fighting
I
that
mean,
fight for us. Thank you,
yeah,
cause
seriously.
cause I can't be out there, man. I'm gonna get arrested immediately, and you'll never see me again. And then what
Okay,
was the point? You,
we don't want that.
I don't want that. Yeah, thank you. I don't want that for myself or any other black person. But I just do feel like I appreciate the white uprising for us. And they
Yeah.
are trying to, and it's like they're trying to get back the state, and even the governor's out there, which is so interesting. Like the governor's getting tear gas.
It was it was the mayor last night. He got
Oh,
tear
not the
gas.
governor, the mayor. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's the mayor. All right, thank you. See, yeah, this podcast is perfect. I don't know facts.
Oh, this is not a fact-based podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't. We're
Fire.
that's the whole hook of our show is we're not experts.
Yep.
We don't necessarily know what we're talking
I
about.
love that. Yep, I saw the governor out there, Krusty the Clown. They was all out there. Nemo, everybody was fighting for Black lives.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, the Trump had a presser like a couple days ago and said that they were going to roll this out into Kansas City was one of them. I was like, Kansas City, what? And I think Philly, he said, and Chicago, and the DA in Philly actually said that if they come and do that in Philly, that he will charge the agents who are doing this. I don't know how
Wow.
he's going to do that because they're not identifiable. So
Yeah, exactly. Wait, charge the agents what? What Trump's gonna do? What? in
charge
Philly?
them with kidnapping
Oh, okay. Charge
because
them
that's
what?
what they're doing.
Yo, that's exactly what it is. If you approach me with no sort of actual identification, I mean, like get in the van, that's an attempted lynching. I'm not going with you. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. They're unidentified. They're, and this is all like, Trump's law and order rhetoric. But when the, is it Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
Chad Wolf, when he like put out the tweet first about it, he was like, this is what we see in Portland. And it's nothing but fucking graffiti.
Yeah. Yep. Graffiti, tear gas, everybody going off, and that shit. It's really seems like a horrible episode of Westworld, and you're like, when are they gonna turn these machines off? Are they gonna turn them off? Or are they just gonna keep them going, and just taking people off the streets, tear gassing people? Like,
Are you
And
talking
we-
about season 3?
I'm talking.
Because I did not watch season 3.
No,
I
I'm
stopped
talking.
watching.
I'm definitely talking about season 1. Definitely
Oh,
season
okay.
1. Just the
Okay.
robots and everything. But season 3, you can skip if you want. But you know,
I
I'm not
heard it wasn't that great. Did you watch it, Jason?
I only watched season 1, a couple episodes of season 2. Like my whole thing, the hook is fucking robots, and I got enough robot fucking in season 1.
You got your fill of naked robots.
But it's just like it's just the so it's just that pleasure of seeing robots. Like, oh man, they're becoming human. Word.
Like,
Yeah.
why would anyone want that? Like, why would you want to become human?
Well, I think eventually they don't. That's the whole thing. That was the whole what they got to in season
That's the
2.
premise. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. I heard
Yeah,
season
huge
3
spoiler.
sucks, so.
I mean, come on, it's the same premise, man. The coffee maker doesn't want to be a coffee maker anymore. It's
Right.
like I have feelings.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I think Trump is going to put people in all of the cities, quotes Democratic-led cities, and then steal the election with them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's been doing whatever the hell he's want. I mean, this is the America that we're everybody's finally seeing, and just not sitting back like, oh yeah, obey the law, everything will be fine. It's like, no, the law is being bent, and it doesn't even exist because there's, like George Carlin said, there's rules, and rules are meant to be broken, and that's exactly what's happening. And there's this whole facade that everything's gonna be fine, I'll be fine, and it's like, you won't. It's gonna get crazy, and he's gonna do whatever he can to get the position that he wants. And we can vote with Biden and all that stuff, but that popular vote doesn't fucking matter anymore. Voting feels like just an activity to keep you thinking that you are making change, but when you make that vote, you go home. You don't know where that box went, or did they manipulate it?
Little known fact that I just learned is that the now I can't remember what it's called. The Electoral College
There you go, Electoral College. Yep.
was implemented because of they wanted to not give black people the vote in the South.
Mhm.
That's literally why it happened.
Yep.
Who knew that? I didn't know that.
Exactly. See, and I love that. And you're learning shit you never knew before. I'm learning everything. I learned details of Juneteenth. I didn't even know it was 2 years they told them. I didn't know it was 2 years they didn't tell black people it was free.
Yeah.
I thought like they
A
told
whole
them.
2 years.
I thought they told them in the beginning, and then Abraham Lincoln's like this hero. That's how they taught me in school. I had to wait till I got in my 30s to be like, oh shit, it was 2 years, nigga. Damn, they was working.
You know what's
2 years
wild?
shit.
You know what I just learned about Juneteenth?
Huh?
Is that what I just learned about Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Is it was 6 more months before the slaves in the border states got freed.
Yeah.
6
Wow.
months after Juneteenth. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy because, like, they're like, wait, no, we're free. Yeah, but not just yet. Not
Exactly.
just yet.
Not just yet. And you're free with nothing. All right, go ahead. Walk off. Go ahead. Walk off campus.
Walk
what?
off campus.
You gonna give me like some money? You gonna give me like a ride? No, but we got these chains. You won't come back. It's so fucking. It's just set up to fail, man. That's the system. But back to Portland. Yeah. So what are the details? Like, is it just they want protesting to stop, or is it just like they're just
Well-
keep going? They just keep turning up, which I'm all for. Burn it down.
From what I understand, the protests were actually dying down. They've been going for like 52, 55 days, something like that. And then, Trump is trying to appeal to his base with this. So he brought in the federal troops, and it's actually CPB, right? Or CBP, which is it? Custom Border
CBP.
Patrol.
Yeah.
And he brought them in.
Public
And
enemy.
yes, for sure. Abolish
OPP.
them. He brought them in, and then that's when the protests flared back up. It's all because his doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of the protest. We are protesting against state violence, and by bringing in more state violence, what the fuck do you think is going to happen?
yeah.
Not only that, but I don't know if you noticed this, but these Democratic mayors don't say we don't want brutality. They don't say we don't want the feds coming in here and tear gassing people. They don't say that. They go, we don't want the feds here. Because they want to still be able to do it with their own police departments. They still want to be able to have their police departments use brutality against protesters. They just don't want the feds coming in to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a politician is just a person that lies their way to keep their job and making everybody happy.
Except for
As much as they
AOC. You stop that. Except for AOC.
can. Who's AOC?
What?
Who's AOC? Is that abbreviation for somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexandra
Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh,
her,
Ocasio-Cortez.
her shorty from the Bronx, right? The Bronx
Yes, from the Bronx.
congresswoman.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
I mean,
don't you dare say anything bad about her.
I'm not
Or
gonna say
do.
anything bad. I mean, she's in Congress. It's just her. It's like she gets outnumbered every time.
She was called a fucking bitch by Representative Yoho. Is that his name?
Yeah, we need more of her like that. But like, there's so many other rotten white people around there. So at this point, it's just great social media content to see what she does. Real talk, like she's outnumbered.
I mean, she is.
It sucks. So that's why, like, more power to her. It's just like, this whole government's trash. I don't know why I did talk about politics. Let's talk about unicorns. I'm joking.
But no, they've been floating that this is a trial balloon. As you said before, Trump was talking about rolling this out into other cities. And honestly, I don't think they're going to get the same level of pushback that you get in Portland. Portland is a very unique city in that it's very white and yet very progressive. And what you need a lot of progressive white people because, as Nore said before, if black people go out there and put up that kind of resistance to the police, it's not going to be just rubber bullets.
No, it's not. I
Nope.
absolutely agree. I don't think. I mean, Lori Lightfoot in Chicago said she didn't want them there, but she didn't. She's gotten a lot of flack for how her police have handled things. So I don't know, man. I don't know that. I think he's going to put them in cities, and then they're going to be there to intimidate people when it's time to go to the polls.
Of course. And I hope we burn this motherfucker down. That's all I can hope for. I hope the public sees that they are in this facade of a dictatorship because these protests are going so long because we finally, woke up George Floyd being hate to say this, the Jesus Christ of police brutality. He sacrificed himself. He was sacrificed to where it was this uprising of everybody globally to see what is going on. And now we have their white babies are in the street screaming Black Lives Matter. And that's where things are going. That's why it's still going. It's still getting press, and it's good. It's good to have have that unity to fight to help to get that equality.
For
Or some type of playing field. But yeah, I agree with you, Amanda. Yeah, it's going to get manipulated in a way towards his to what he wants. Unless, I do believe in karma in the universe, so there has to be some type of balance. Something has to happen. So
I don't believe in karma. I'm sorry.
I wish there was karma.
I do too, but there's too many bad things happen to good people. So I don't.
There's karma in there. There's something, man. That family is not healthy at all. There's something going. There's something brewing. You just can't be evil.
I don't know if it's gonna be karma. It's gonna be maybe justice, but not karma. What is it? I was gonna say something. Hold on. Oh, this is fascism. That's what I was gonna say. This is fascism.
It's fascism. Yep. Straight up.
I mean, this is what it is, and this is like all these people are like, just vote. It's like, yeah, great, we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote, but like, fascism doesn't just go away.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't you don't just vote to stop fascism. So I think we're in for a rough ride. What do you guys think?
Fascism, I think is going, like I said, voting is an activity. They're going to do exactly whatever they want to do, and it's the system was built to do exactly what it's doing, and it's oppress the poor, make the billionaires more richer, and everybody in between is going to either get richer or poorer. That's it. So I think middle class, working class, I hope they wake up, of all colors, wake up, and as I always say, burn this motherfucker down. We have to burn down Disney World, all of it, on fire. Mickey Mouse running.
The sooner the middle class realizes they are on the same plane as the poor and the working class, then things maybe will change. Here's the thing. Jeff Bezos got $13 billion richer in one day since the pandemic began. $13 billion he made in a day.
That's right. And those UPS and those Amazon delivery people still making the same money. He ain't getting, all roads lead back to slavery.
That's what me and Jason always say on here. That every problem always goes back to slavery.
Leads back to slavery.
Every single problem.
How can we get these people to work for nothing? And can I fuck them?
Yeah.
Can I do what I want with them?
Literally and figuratively.
No, I can't? All right, sorry. All right, there's laws now? Wow. All right. Yeah, so that's what it is. All roads lead back to slavery, man. This whole thing, we're just fighting for, like, more than minimum wage. Or fighting just for, like, I'm a stand-up. You guys out there, too. Like, I am my own business. That's
no, Jason's just a regular person. And I don't do stand-up anymore.
I just talk shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Amanda, you're a mom. You're a mama now.
Okay, I'm more than that. Okay, I'm more than that.
You're
also
also
those
a wife.
cute babies. You're a mom and podcaster. Yeah, you're a podcaster.
Yeah, I'm joining the millions of others that have a podcast.
Yeah, so this next segment sort of dovetails on something Nore mentioned earlier about how there's just no real difference on a fundamental level between what the two parties represent. And what we're seeing is that the Democrats aren't even hiding that shit anymore by inviting Kasich to speak at their convention.
Yes, Kasich, John Kasich. He is
Who's John Kasich?
Governor. He was a governor of, I forget, a red
Ohio.
state. Ohio. And he's pretty far right, actually. He's, the one good thing he has done was he expanded Obamacare and Medicaid. But other than that, he's against labor unions. He's against a woman's right to choose. And they've invited him to speak. It's very cynical move, if you ask me. But at the same time, Democrats I think they're going to become the Republicans and never Trumpers. That's who they are now.
What the Democratic Party is what the GOP was 25 years ago.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to make that point. It was in my head to make later. But you made it first.
Better come up with some new points. We got to fill time.
Right? So they're I get it. They want to appeal to centrist, which at this point I guess are people who are undecided. Who the fuck is undecided? This is what I don't understand. Either you're a Trump voter or you're fucking not. How are you undecided?
Because there's other politics involved that you definitely don't know under the table. They gotta grease a lot of elbows. I mean, if you, I guess the close to it is, what was that Kevin Spacey he was on and he got canceled? They got rid of it, and then the wife.
Oh, House of Cards.
Huh?
House of Cards.
House of Cards, man. Watch House of Cards, man. I'm telling you, that's it. My man. That
I
was
watched
like
the
the
first
most
couple
realistic.
seasons.
The first realistic of like how like they are all like doing favors to just pass laws, and it's not even about the
Yeah.
actual law. So I feel like that's definitely what the undecided is. It's definitely a whole bunch of things under the table that are being stuffed into a contract that this evil person wants and this other good person does want, and evil person always wins. So they're like, I don't know. I got to see what the odds are for me and my family. And then there's that selfishness in there. It sucks, man. It's like, I can't believe we have these like upper, old, rich white dudes just puppeteering the whole country. And just, if I put a river here, then this whole town will drink clean water. If I don't, then this whole town suffers. Like, it's playing God. It's this playing God mentality. And where we're sitting here like, why won't they just do that? Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, of course, because they have so many other favors and controlling so many other things where common sense or even decency, even empathy shows, like, spread it out to everyone. Like, why can't we all have it? But it's like, no, we can't all have it. You crazy? I like being upper class. I don't want everybody.
They don't want to share anything.
They don't want to share anything. They love to stay there. And I wish they just, they don't. Yeah, I wish they would just admit it. So then we have evidence, and then we can, again, to my other point, burn this motherfucker down. I'm ready.
I think we have a firm pro-arson stance on this pod.
Yeah, we are not against burning the buildings down at all.
Well, no, I think what the Dems are doing is that the enemy of my enemy is my friend shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. It's the same thing with the Lincoln Project. You know, you got all these liberals like, you know, creaming their panties over the ads that they make. And listen, they're really good, slick ads. They're very good ads. Like, but who are they for? Really, who are they for? But
yeah, it's like you don't want to bring those people into the fold. Like, I understand, like, you need hitters.
Yes.
But you keep them at arm's distance. You don't bring them in the house.
Yeah. I mean, and these are the same people who have gotten us to where we are in this country by helping to elect stepping stones to Donald Trump. And listen, they make a better ad than any Democrat I've ever seen. Democrats don't know how to be nasty like that. But I don't want them in my party.
No, I've been trying to make the argument. I made it last week that a vote for the Democrats or Biden specifically is not necessarily a move in the right direction, but rather harm reduction. But it's hard to even make that argument when the party's like, no, we like the harmful shit.
Yeah, they're bringing in the people that got us to where we are right now. Maybe there should be a new left party.
After this election.
After this election. For sure. Let's get Biden. Because listen, as much as harm as Biden has done, I don't believe he would have stormtroopers attacking citizens. And if he did, unlike the right, left people would be out there protesting that shit and being like, what the fuck are you doing? The right-wing people and so-called libertarians, which, God, I can't stand a libertarian, they have no problems with this.
You know, the Democrats are like the dealer that brings you clean, consistent dope. It's not good for you, but you know what you're getting. You're not going to accidentally OD. There's no fentanyl in that shit.
Right.
The GOP is the one cutting it with rat poison.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And giving you dirty needles. Reused needles. Do we have anything else we want to say besides the Democrats? And well, you know what we just need to try to do is get more AOCs in there. They need to take over the party.
That's it. A whole bunch of diversity. And I guess we definitely do need to focus more on the legislative branch and voting locally and getting those good people in there, because like that's why they keep distracting us with the executive of president? Trump, 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 Trump. It's like, who is representing this district? Who represents this district? Who's going to be Congress and all those seats?
I mean,
I think that's one thing we never, we weren't even educated on that. Like, that's another thing I started learning. Like, oh yeah, why am I focused on this president shit where we need to get the actual legislative, these people who make laws, you know, and get more AOCs in all those spots and take it over, because, like, you know, like we said, she's so outnumbered. And I think that's great. I'm getting more education on that, of like on local government and people, of like, that's where the vote really counts, like to get those people in legislative. So instead of like worrying about the vote for Trump, fuck that. It's like, who's great to vote in, I don't know, Wisconsin, or the people out there to get some minorities and even women out there to like take that over.
And even women. I like the way you said that, Nore. And even women.
I guess.
Even women. Get them women in there.
Some
Black
minorities.
women,
And you
too.
know what? Even women.
Yeah, because it's just all white dudes.
It is all white dudes. It really is. I know.
All white dudes.
I know. It is. Do you guys think we can flip the Senate? I feel like it's possible now.
I think it's totally possible.
Yeah, flip it from the Republicans to the Democrats, because right now it's a majority Republican, and the House is majority Democrats.
Man, just flip it to good. I don't give a fuck what their title is. Flip it to something where it's for everybody.
Oh man, this is a
them
turning
Democrats,
point.
they got their malicious agenda also.
They sure do. They want to serve their billionaires as well.
Exactly. But seem like, you know, we're nice, but like, no, you still want your private schools for your little white child, but the hood is still fucked. That's what they do.
You know, half the time, I don't even think they're trying to be nice. It's like, you know what? We're not offering you shit, but I hate it if something happened to your civil rights. Hate it if something happened to your abortion. Got to still vote for us.
Yeah, they hold it hostage. They hold their I'm air quoting progressive ideals hostage.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah, so do
Yeah.
you have an asshole of the week this week?
I have an asshole of the week. Would you like to hear it?
Of course.
Let's go.
Okay, so I don't know. Have you guys seen online? There's like videos of like Trump voters who like are doing like little testimonials of like, I voted for him in 2016, but I can't. He's just gone too far. I'm gonna not vote for him in 2020. I just saw an op-ed in USA Today from this white 60-year-old woman teacher who basically was just like, I'm immunocompromised. I'm a teacher, and this coronavirus has been handled terribly, and this is just too far for me. I'm not going to vote for him. And like, I just want to be like, great, good, don't vote for him. But like, you're the fucking reason we're here in the first place. You don't get a pat on your head for this. But now that you're fucking doing, quote, the right thing, it was fine when he was hurting everyone else, but as soon as he starts to hurt you, that's when you're like, okay, you've crossed the line. So that's my asshole of the week, all these people.
I love
Yeah, now
that.
everybody who was okay with kids in cages,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the perennial
Who
assholes.
knows? That's probably like, it's probably still going on, right?
It is
Like,
still
there's so many-
going
It's
on.
absolutely still
It's
going on.
absolutely still going on.
Yeah, it's so depressing.
It is depressing.
Media can't do, but also like it's just all tragedy has become content. So it's on your timeline, and then next you know, you scroll, then you get off your phone, then you're like, all right, what am I going to eat today? It's like,
I mean, what can we do? I feel helpless to do anything ever.
we can.
I mean, the people in Portland have figured it out.
They have. I mean,
They
you
have
saw
figured
that
out,
white.
yeah.
You saw that white dude. He's 53-year-old Navy vet who got his hand smashed. Did you see that video?
No.
Yo, they beat the shit out of that dude with the billy club. He did not flinch.
But they fucked up his hand really, really bad. He has to have multiple surgeries now. I just saw a video of a woman. She was completely naked. She was showing all the bruises from rubber bullets. Those things were like the size of 2 softballs. All over her body, she had bruises like that from rubber bullets. I mean,
Fight the
I'm
power,
just like,
sister. Yeah.
revolution is not
Oh no,
pretty.
it's painful. It's painful. Hell yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not a walk to the gym,
No, it's,
or like
no.
even a gym session. That shit
Yes.
is painful.
True.
Getting tear cast, your ass beat. I mean, shout out to John Lewis and all them who definitely set it off back in the day, so we can just sit in the restaurant and order some coffee and not get beat up.
Yeah, you know what? When I think about it, I'd rather get tear gas than have the dog sicked on me. Like John Lewis went through it.
I mean,
Yes.
a dog on you. I used to be a dog walker, and I had quite a few dogs chase me out of the apartment because they were gonna get me. That no, thank you. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
Jason,
Nah,
do you have an asshole of the week, or Nori, do you have an asshole of the week?
Of course I do.
Oh, let's hear it.
So many assholes. All the assholes of the week are the ones that the anti-maskers, even that they're called anti-maskers. Just not believing that there's no science. There's no science behind this, and the cases are going up. And maybe the main one is the governor of Florida, or any governor or mayor that doesn't mandate having masks on to lower the cases and the death rates in their state, and not even being truthful about it. I tell people that don't even believe that the virus is real. Like my best friend went through it, and his father almost died, but they fought it at house quarantine, and they got through. And this was like in April, so it's real, and people need to respect that. And but they don't have empathy for the people. If it's not happening in their town, they're like, it ain't me. So those people are assholes, and I hope that they realize that they're causing more damage than actual good and stop being selfish.
I mean, they're making this lockdown pandemic continue. If people
That's
would
right,
just
and
wear a
that's-
fucking mask, we could end it.
That's right, and that's called karma. There you go.
Ah. See, but you know
It's
what?
it's coming.
Nori,
It's
Nori,
coming.
it's
That's
not.
karma.
So many of those people, nothing's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be fine.
They're not
I
gonna
don't-
be fine.
Jason, do you have an asshole of the week?
No, I mean, I think you guys pretty much know. I mean, there's always Rudy Giuliani.
Always Rudy Giuliani is the asshole of the week.
That's evergreen. Fuck Giuliani.
I know, fuck him. And obviously we can't ever say Trump because always he's an asshole of the week, so fuck him as well.
So, Nori,
Yes, sir.
you got anything to plug right now?
Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
about your album.
Yeah, man, I just came out with an album July 3rd called Nore Davis, live from the Comedy Trap House. I recorded a whole stand-up hour in Zoom during quarantine at
What?
a studio in Brooklyn.
How was that?
It was very good. It was good, man. It was because it definitely helped me get through an emotional relationship which broke up during quarantine. Quarantine definitely tested a lot of relationships. Like in the beginning, we were like Barack and Michelle. Then towards the end, we just turned into Goku and Vegeta, and it was just like, all right, we gotta separate. This is done. So it definitely helped me with my mental state because it was just they took the stages away, and I had nothing to do, and I didn't want to like write a whole show. So it was just like I started doing Zoom shows and was starting to hear replies and laughs through
Crazy.
through the speaker, and all you had to really do is like fix my timing, and it worked. And it was just like, all right, it's great, I can make this work. And I was like, oh man, this is really coming together. So I just wanted to make like a time capsule album, and we recorded it May, I think it was like a week after George Floyd was
Oh,
murdered.
wow.
And then record right before, like a week after he was murdered, and then right before the uprising happened, like right in Brooklyn, like all the protests and damaging of NYPD and Fuck 12. So the timing was just perfect, and it came out good. Because after that, then nobody wanted to do any comedy shows or anything. But comedy shows
Right.
are starting to pick up now. Like a lot of people doing Zoom now and Twitch and
Yeah.
IG Live and outdoor. A lot of outdoor shows I'm seeing.
Have you done any outdoor shows?
I haven't done any outdoor shows. I just did the album, and then now I just been resting, man. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
chilling.
know.
I'm
I
tired.
know.
I'm just chilling, taking it easy, trying to figure out like where this crazy world, just everything we talked about, like what's happening next. But all
I
I
don't
know
know.
that let me chill
I don't
out.
know that
So
stand-up is going to come back anytime soon. Not like it was. It feels like I just don't
no,
see it
yeah,
happening.
no, it's definitely gonna transform. But it all depends on the artist. You know who we are. We will find a way. Like I love it. So I got it to Zoom, and if I fucking have to go back to Zoom, I'll go back to Zoom. I mean, not just
All right,
because like
Kev.
winter is coming. Winter is coming. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't do those outdoor shows so long.
Uh-huh.
And I see some people are finding some leeway on Twitch. Yeah, we're just gonna adapt and we'll figure it out. So stand up. I'll try to do my best to keep it alive, but I think other people will too. And
Yeah.
and you guys have the
Yeah,
great
well,
podcast.
that's
So we
great.
just
So check
these
out his
people-
album, guys.
Yeah.
He's and also go check him out on YouTube. He's been on Comedy Central. He's been on HBO. He's been on Late Night. Were you on Late Night?
Conan.
Conan. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Two
Very
Conan
funny.
sets.
Me and
Yeah, it's on
Nore
now,
go-
all streaming forums. All streaming forums. Check it out.
Nice. All right, Nore. Thanks for doing the show. And as
Thank
always,
you for having me.
yeah, follow us on at Yeet the Press on the things. And thank you to our boy, Kevin McLeod, the God, for making our music. Rate us on iTunes.
Thank you to Dustin Lamar.
Yes, Dustin Lamar is our social. And rate us on iTunes. Leave us a review if you can. Thanks, Nore. Jason.
Thank you.
Later.
No doubt.